Hello and welcome back everybody to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Last time we joined... I think we officially joined? I don't know. I think we might have been accepted into the adventure crew? I don't know. New Recruit Guilds is our current chapter for the moment. This place is Wigglytuff's guild, says Scar. To form an exploration team, you need to register your team here. Then you have to train until you become a first-rate exploration team. Yikes. I still think this place is a bit weird. It's just... No. I've got FB King with me this time. I have to be brave. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is Chimchar's. The footprint is Chimchar's. Wah! No, I have to tough it out, says Gar. You may enter. Someone's with you. So get that stranger to stand up there, says the voice. I think they're talking about you, FB King, says Gar. They said to stand up here. There's a grate covering the hole. It's made so that no one can fall through. Still, it's really strange, I think to myself. It looks like it'll tickle my feet, or... Hey, you stranger, get on the grate. Pokemon detected. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Whose footprint? The footprint is... What's the matter? Sentry. Sentry. What's going on, Sentry Diglett? The footprint is... Maybe Mudkips, he says? Maybe Mudkips. What? Maybe? But, it's not a footprint you normally see around here, says Diglett. Ugh, that's pretty crummy. Checking the footprints of visiting Pokemon. That's your job, isn't it, Diglett? The voice asked. Yes, but I don't know what... I don't know. Huh? asked Gar. What are they saying? Sorry to make you wait, says the voice. Well, it is true that we don't see any Mudkips in these parts. But you don't seem to be bad, says the voice. Okay, good enough. Enter. Yikes. I'm so nervous, so jittery, says Gar. But I'm glad we're finally allowed in. My heart is pounding, though. Anyways, let's go, he says. There's a hatch that leads to the underground here, says Gar. Wow, says Gar.
So, this is Wigglytuff's guild.
There sure are a lot of Pokemon here. Are they all in exploration teams, he asked? Excuse me. It was you two who just came in, right? asked Chatot. Yes, says Scar. I'm Chatot. I'm the Pokemon in the know around these parts, he says. I am Guildmaster Wigglytuff's right-hand Pokemon, says Chatot. Now shoo, leave the premises. We have no time for salespeople or silly surveys, he says. Off you go, if you please. No, that's not why we're here, says Gar. We want to form an exploration team, he says. So we came here. We want to get proper training as an exploration team. What? An exploration team? asked Chatot. It's rare to see a kid like this want to apprentice at the guild, especially given how hard training is. Surely the steady stream of Pokemon that run away from our rigorous training proves how true that is, Chatot thinks to himself. Hey, says Gar, is the exploration team training really that strict? What? asked Chatot. Well, no, says Chatot. It's not true in the slightest, he says. Our training program for exploration teams is as easy as it can be. Well, says Chatot. I wish you had told me up front that you wanted to be an exploration team, he says. His attitude didn't about face, says Gar. Okay, let's get your team signed up right away. Follow me, says Chatot. Oh, anything wrong? Come on over here, he says. Quickly, please. This is the guild's second underground floor, says Chatot. This is mainly where the apprentices work. Team registration is this way. Come along, please. Wow, we're 2 floors under the ground, but you can see outside, says Gar. Oh, please hush now, says Chatot. The guild is built on the side of a cliff, he says. It's only natural that you would be able to see outside. Oh, says Gar. Now, here we are at Guildmaster Wigglytuff's chamber. On no account, says Chatthought. I repeat, on no account should you be discourteous to our Guildmaster. Guildmaster, says Chatthought. It's Chatthought. I'm coming in. Guildmaster, says Chatthought. I present to you 2 Pokémon who wish to join our guild as apprentices. Guildmaster. Guildmaster, asked Chatthought. Hiya, says Wigglytuff. I'm Wigglytuff. I'm the guild's master. You want to form an exploration team, he asked? Then let's go for it. First, we must register your explorations team's name first. So tell me your team's name. Huh, team name, says Gar. I never thought of that, he says. Hey, do you have any ideas for a cool name, FB King? Yeah, I do actually. We are Dim. Oops. Okay, that was good. Let's see. Oh yeah, space is over here. As always, we Dim Boys. Dim Boys, Ascar. Team Dim Boys. Yeah, that's a good name, he says. I like it. All settled then, says Wigglytuff. I'll register your team as Dim Boys. Registering. All registered, says Wigglytuff. Yum-ta! Congratulations, says Wigglytuff. From now on, you're an official exploration team. I present you with this commemoration. Wigglytuff set down a Pokemon Exploration Team Kit. A Pokemon Exploration Team Kit, Ascar. Yep, what every exploration team needs, says Wigglytuff. Quick, open it up. Gar opened the Pokemon Exploration Team Kit. There was an Explorer badge inside, a Wonder Map, and a treasure bag. Yeah, there are all sorts of good stuff in here, says Gar. That's your Explorer's badge. It's your official team identification, says Wigglytuff. And there's the Wonder Map, which is a wonder of convenience, he says. Finally, there is a treasure bag. It lets you carry items you find in dungeons. Your success as an exploration team can lead to bigger and bigger space for your treasure bag. Hey, I like that addition. Great quality of life. It's a very wonderful bag, says Wigglytuff. Have a peek inside your treasure bag. Gar peered inside the treasure bag. There was a joy ribbon inside. A fuchsia bow was also inside. These 2 items are special. I'm sure they'll help you out on your adventure, says Wigglytuff. Thank you, says Gar. We'll do our best. Yep, but you're only apprentices right now, so do your best to train, says Wigglytuff. We will, says Gar. Let's do this right, FB King, says Gar. This is your room, says Chatthought. Wow, we get bed, says Gar. You will live here while you work for us, says Chatthought. Things will start getting busy for you tomorrow. So rise early and start living up to our code. Don't stay up late. Get to sleep early tonight, says Chatthought. That's all. Is there gonna be some kind of plot going on? Hey, are you still awake, FB King, asks Gar. My heart's been pounding over every little thing today, he says. But I'm glad I finally worked up the courage to come here. I thought Wigglytuff would be a lot scarier, but he seems pretty nice. Even though tomorrow has all sorts of new stuff in store for us, I'm not scared at all, he says. Actually, I'm excited about the new adventures we'll face. I'm getting sleepy, says Gar. Let's do our best tomorrow. Alright then, good night, FB King. Now I'm subtly apprenticing at the guild, I think to myself. I gotta admit, it's pretty exciting to be in an exploration team. And it's fun to be friends with Gar, I think. But first things first, who am I? How did I turn into a Pokemon? How did I end up unconscious on that beach? I'm feeling sleepy too. Well, thinking about it won't help right now. I better focus on the guild's work. If I do that, well, everything should be clear eventually. I'll surely get to the bottom of this in time. I would like to save my adventure, and I think that's an excellent place for us to call it for this episode. As always, boys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time.